Hello! I'm going to show you a bigger and better way of making a spinning top, because this one, while it is good, we can make it faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to shrink me down, make me an appropriate size. Okay, so we've got a new sketch. We're going to make something a bit like this, now the spinning top, but in a different way. So we can press R for rectangle, and we can select any plane that you wish, just not that bottom one. So it's just easier on the front plane. What we're going to do is we're going to draw our spinning top. I have my settings on Tinkercad for the additional movement. I just prefer it. And then I have my measurements to be per centimeter, not millimeter. Okay, so I want this to be about 6 centimeters tall in total. 6, whatever. And then we're going to do a line. You can press L to insert a line, or you can click up here. It's better to press the keyboard shortcuts. It's just a hell of a lot faster. That's 2 centimeters. There we go. I think that'll be a nice bit. And then what we're going to do is, we're just deciding. So the way we're doing this is we're taking half of it like that, and what we're going to do is grab that plane and then just rotate it around, and it's a super useful tool to know of, and it's kind of a fun way to use it really. So we're just going to make that 5 centimeters long, do that, do this. We're just making the general shape of it, okay? I think that's pretty cool. Don't worry about how it looks. It doesn't matter too much about all the jaggedy shapes. If you want to make it smooth, by the way, you can obviously use this line and make very nice smooth shapes. You double click to finish it, but I can't be bothered doing that, but it's up to you. You can do it. And then we're going to do finish sketch in the top corner, and we can click this revolve button. Exciting, sexy. And what we need to do is we're going to select the bits that we're going to rotate round. So you just need to hold shift when you do this. So with the revolve tool, there's some prerequisites which we need to fill out. It needs to see what profile, and then you select the axis that you want to rotate it on, and Bob's your uncle. That's basically what it is. So make sure you set it to full. That will make it a full 360 degrees. Or you can select angle, and you can drag this, or you can just type in 360, and there you go. So that's just, you obviously don't want to make your spinning top 180 degrees, but it's good to show you during these tutorials, so thank me later. But this looks a bit shit, doesn't it? Let's be honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to click these bits and pieces, and we're going to press F on our keyboard. When you select the lines, hold shift, like in the earlier section, to select multiple. That's it basically, and then you can just press F, and once you're there you can do this, and I think that looks kind of cool, to be honest with you. Press enter to finish that, and then press F if you want to do it up here as well. Oh, that looks cool, doesn't it? That looks almost symmetric from top to bottom. It looks really weird as well. That looks terrible. If you want to go back and edit it, you can obviously click here in the bottom corner, edit sketch, and we can say extend this up. Of course it's not dragging. Great, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so we can just do an additional line. Sorry, there's a dog barking in the background. Just have to enjoy it. Finish sketch. That's annoying. Edit that feature, because obviously we made an additional profile there, so we have to select that. That looks a lot better there, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm glad we did that. And then we're going to click F for fillet. Sorry, yeah, there's a dog. Click enter. That's cool. Look, we're making progress. We're learning, really, aren't we? So let's say you want to have a string, because you could wrap a string around it, but making it start wrapping around is a bit awkward. So what we can do is click C for circle, and we need to select a profile, and just bang in the middle, 0.3, 0.3. So that's a 3mm hole, which is good enough for a good piece of string, I think. Not too thick, not too thin. E for extrude, and you could do it like this and drag it out to that side, and then you can obviously click in there and you press E again and then you do that, but then we're lazy. So what we've done is we've gone back, press Ctrl Z, and if you press E for extrude you can drag it out, but if you click symmetric you can do it both ways at once. So now we've got a hole going all the way through that you can feed your string through, pull on it like a lawnmower and get it spinning really fast. Sweet. So now we want to split it in half, okay? Because I made this previous spinning top in two pieces, the pointy bit and the top half, the spinning top bit, and I glued the pointy bit inside. But I think we do that better. So what we're going to do is we're going to split it in half through, this plane here, just along here, and then what we're going to do is we obviously then need to glue it back together in real life. So what we're going to do there is, to make sure that these planes are perfectly aligned, we're going to put a pin in the middle to make sure that you obviously align it correctly. So with this pin, I mean, I could do a toothpick, but not everyone has a toothpick, and we've all got 3D printers, or if you don't, you might have something similar, or a stick or a pencil, I don't care. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to bodies and we're going to make it disappear. But first what we're going to do is we're going to construct a offset plane. This is a really cool feature to know about, by the way. You can select the plane and then obviously basically what we're doing is we're making a new one of these and we're placing it wherever the hell we want. Just from the front we're going to put it right about there. 250, that looks okay. Yeah, cool. Right, so now that's in there, what we can actually do is we can select that plane, and we can actually, if we press C for circle, you can see that we're going to start making something on that plane. We're not going to make that circle. Have I just made a sketch there, haven't I? Yes, awesome, great job. Right, so I've just pressed Ctrl Z to go back because I was just demonstrating it, but yeah, there's the plane just up there. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove that and we're going to make a C for circle. This is really clever, right? So we're going to do 0.75. Bin men outside and the dog's barking, so that's great. So, we're going to go 0.175. Awesome, because that is the size of your filament. Looks really small though, doesn't it? Okay, but we're going to click extrude. I'm going to go symmetric, and the distance is going to be 0.5, so that is a 1 centimeter of your filament. And see here, now it's inside of this and it's going to be in the middle. bloody bin man, eh? Sorry about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the stick from the inside of this thing, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to click this combine tool. Now this combine tool has the ability to join two pieces together, or you can cut and intersect them. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it, and the selected body is, obviously we need to fill these prerequisites, so there you go, and then body 2. So you might be able to see it, but that's gone a bit red in there. And what we've done is select the actual spinning top as the first body and as the target body, and then the stick bit as the tool body. So what that's going to do is it's going to cut that stick out of the spinning top. So if you click OK, now you can see in here, well, see those two circles, but now there's no longer that other body. So basically, you don't have to believe me, inside here there's a cylinder which is cut out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this plane and we're going to click split body, and then we're going to select body to split, so we can split. We select the spinning top, okay, we can either click on it physically or we can click on it over here, and then the splitting tool, we would need to make sure that's the plane. We can also click on it, but because it's inside we can't, so we're just going to have to click on it here, and then you click OK, and now we have two bodies. So we've got that top half, and we've got that, well, we've got that top half, and we've got that bottom half. And you can see there is a 0.175 hole for our little filament stick to go in. So what's going to happen is when you're 3D printing it, you obviously print this section upside down, and then it's going to build up with a hole in the middle, and you're just going to put your filament in there, bit of glue around, and then we're going to put obviously the glue over here as well, and then put your filament stick in there, and their parts will just mesh together and they won't be able to slide on that plane. They're just going to be forced in there by that strand of filament. So that's brilliant, really, isn't it? It's a pretty quick tutorial. What are we at? 10 minutes. Oh, YouTube algorithm's going to love this video. If you want to, I would suggest doing this. You can hit S for shortcuts, and I have chamfer there. However, you can click chamfer here, and then you can add it to your shortcuts there. Unfortunately, there is not a key for this by default, so I shouldn't tell you to do that. But what we're going to do is we're just going to make it a bit easier to put that stick of filament in. So I don't know, make that 2. Cool. And then, so rather than it being just a perfect cylinder that's a perfect size, it's going to be a bit larger. It's going to be conically shaped so that it slides in a bit easier. And obviously it's just going to be easy to put together. But obviously you don't want this to be too wide, otherwise there'll be some slippage when you're putting the two halves together. So there's the top half. You can see it's slightly there, and then obviously you want to do the same for the bottom half. Do this to whatever you think your print tolerances are. Obviously press S for shortcuts, and then you can chamfer it again. There you go. Chamfer's up here, and then just in there, if you can't find it. So I'm just going to do 0.15 maybe. Let's make it even bigger. Cool. So that was going to be a bit easier to push them together. If you still struggle getting them together, actually no, you're going to have elephant's foot here as well when you're 3D printing it. So it might actually be quite a good idea to make it a fair bit wider like that. Yeah, just at the very bottom of it. But obviously you need that overhang. That's going to be an overhang. So I'd say that's probably going to be a smarter sort of shape to do. Because obviously when you get the first layer squishing against the print bed, you're going to get elephant's foot. So you just want to prevent that by just doing something like that. And then you can just, obviously do it on the top shape as well. I'm going to go for another chamfer, just in there, and awesome. That'll be pretty good. So yeah, that's basically it. We made a spinning top. It might not look as good as the previous one we made. I personally actually found that this squishy bit here, see how it's slightly curved and tapered in like that? That wasn't very comfortable. I actually ended up spinning it using just that top pinched bit there. So I kind of wanted to avoid doing that for the second one. So here it is. Yeah, so obviously you then just go export. I'm going to have to save it. So we're going to save spinning top, top, rotate. Was it? Revolve. Awesome. And then you can obviously just go File, Export, scroll on this till you get STL, which you can also find there at the very bottom. And then just click Export, and then just give it a little moment. Hold up, made a mistake. So what you can do is just go there, add a new thing, and then you can just drag body 1 over to there, I think. Nope. Sorry, so you just go select the body, move or copy, and then it's going to go copy. Really? 1 sec. There we go. So what we do is you just click make one of them disappear, and you go export, and then just go STL export. Oh, cool. Yeah, sweet. Saves it in a separate one, and you just wait for it to load. And obviously you can do the next one. Move that over there, and then you just go bosh, and then you're gonna go file, export, STL, export, and then excellent. Just do one at a time, and then rename it probably, and it will be. Oh no, there you go. So it's fine. It's realised what it's doing. So now you're just exporting the top half and the bottom half separately. That's basically it. I'll let you know when it's in the Incura. Alright, so that's just done. So if you click View and File Explorer, of course, sort by date, spinning top, that one, probably that one. Good chance, and then we'll also open that one, but we'll check this one first. You know, get the whole of Cura in the RAM. And cool, yeah, so that's the bottom half, that's successful, and then just gonna make my face bigger because I can do whatever I want. Awesome, there we go, see that, and then obviously you want to click it, rotate, you can snap face to that one. And boom, so you can print that, shove your filament up in there, print that, shove your filament in there, and then merge the two parts together and you're done. That is a 17-minute video. Most people aren't going to watch that, but the actual tutorial stopped at 10 minutes. Cheers, bye.